Hello, I'm Kelly Haupt, the Library Media Specialist at Emma K. Daub Elementary, where our motto is, we challenge, connect, and create to achieve. Buncee is an excellent tool to use to challenge your students to create and connect with other learners in order to achieve. However, if you are like me, you're wondering, why would I attempt to incorporate another presentation tool into my instruction when I already have Web 2.0 tools like PowerPoint and Google Slides? While many of the features of Buncee are similar to tools you may already be using with students, you will see that this tool provides students with a unique, user-friendly platform worth incorporating into your Web 2.0 toolbox. Before we dig into Buncee, it is important to understand how this tool can support the curriculum we are required to teach, as well as the skills and habits of mind we are hoping our students add to their own 21st century learners toolbox. Students are able to demonstrate their abilities as a creative communicator as described by ISTE Student Standard 6. They are able to use Buncee to express themselves clearly for a variety of purposes while incorporating digital media that is appropriate for their goals. Buncee is another tool students can choose to meet assigned objectives. Students are able to create original work or remix existing digital content to create new products. Students can also communicate complex ideas by creating or using a variety of digital objects. Finally, students can publish and share their finished products through a variety of platforms, including Google Classroom and Seesaw, allowing their intended audiences to easily access their work. At this point, you may be wondering how this tool can support your specific content standards. One possibility is to use Buncee to allow students to demonstrate their knowledge of content through digital storytelling, either with multiple slides, like the Buncee you are viewing now, or as a single interactive slide we will explore today. Let's start our exploration. After logging into Buncee, you will see the dashboard. Across the top of the screen, you will see three options on your left: Classes, Buncees, Boards. In the center, you'll notice the Buncee icon. This button will take you to the main Buncee page. On the right side of the screen, you'll find three additional options: a Create button, a Notification bell, and your Profile button. To start a new Buncee, you can either click on the button on the left that says Buncees, which will take you to your previously created canvases, and a Launch button that allows you to create a new Buncee. Or you can just click on the pink Create button on the right. Let's go ahead and click that button to get started on a fresh new Buncee. Buncee refers to a slide as a canvas. Users are able to add multimedia content to the canvas. Content available includes text boxes, stickers, animations, photos, images, videos, and more. After the multimedia objects have been selected and added to the canvas, they can easily be resized, moved, rotated, flipped to best meet the design plan of the user. All of the tools needed to create within Buncee are visible to the user on one screen. The absence of tabbed toolbars and hidden design elements and options allows the learner to focus on the content and their communication goals. Let's use the canvas I've just created to explore how to add objects and related content. During the month of December, my kindergarten through third grade students will be exploring the nonfiction section of our Learning Commons, and I'd like to create a series of interactive Buncees that can be accessed via a QR code when scanned at the library shelf. With that in mind, let's explore Buncee's searchable library of objects to see what relevant multimedia might be available for this task. I'll start by searching for library-related backgrounds. It's important to note that students are able to search the web from within Buncee. However, Buncee filters content and only searches for objects that have a Creative Commons license. I am very appreciative of this feature, as it eliminates the need for students to access search engines and maintains focus within the Buncee environment so that younger or less technologically experienced students don't get overwhelmed by moving between platforms. As an added bonus, Buncee creates a citation list for you as you work. At this point, I can choose to type a keyword into the search bar or I can use the categories list on the left. Since I know there is a library category, I'll scroll down and click there. As you can see, the backgrounds provided can be used for a variety of products. While working with younger students, they can select a background that reflects a setting such as this. Then they could add additional objects to tell a story. As I'll be creating a series of individual canvases, I'd like to use something neutral that can be used as a background for each one. I'm going to go with this one because it allows me to add plenty of content without overlapping the background. Sign. My options will pop up on two different menus. On the left, I can click on a specific item, while on the right, I can type in a keyword. Since I know I want to add a text box, I'll use the menu on the left. In the text box, I'll type the heading for this Buncee. You may have noticed in the upper right-hand corner, next to the Share button, that changes are being saved automatically. This is a nice feature for new users of technology. I can then change the font and font size easily by using the buttons at the bottom. I can also adjust the size of the text box so that my text appears on one line. Next, I'll add my gingerbread man and giraffe. To add these images, I'll click on the plus sign to the right of the canvas. This time, I'm going to use the menu on the right, which will allow me to search for the gingerbread man within all of the categories, rather than clicking on one category at a time. Once I've chosen the image that I want, click on it so that it has a yellow box around it, and I add it to my canvas. I'll repeat this process in order to find a giraffe. This time, as I scroll over them, you'll notice that there's a play button on this giraffe. This indicates that it's an animation and can be previewed. Since I'll be adding a video, I'd rather go with a static image. I'm going to select this sticker instead. Now I'd like to search for a video about giraffes that students can watch before moving on to the next Dewey address. I'll repeat the same process by clicking on the plus sign on the right. And this time I'll select media type from the menu on the left, YouTube, and type in giraffe. I've already previewed the videos, but if I wanted to, I would click on each one, decide if it meets my needs, and when I'm sure that it is appropriate and meets my needs, I can highlight it so that it's yellow and click the Add button. I can resize the video. I can adjust my gingerbread man so he appears to be peeking out. I'll move him to the back. And I can resize and adjust my giraffe image. Editing allowed me to magically add another text box and adjust my items to better fit the screen. The last item I'd like to add is a voice recording of myself reading from the picture book. I'll anchor the recording to the gingerbread man by clicking on the sticker and then clicking on the audio button at the bottom of the screen. The gingerbread man darted under the giraffe's long neck, saying, "Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I ran away from the librarian and a word wizard, and I can run away from you too." Since I would like students to be able to scan a QR code at the library shelf, I'm going to add a second slide that I can print later to post on the shelf. I'll add a scannable code by clicking on the plus sign and choosing the QR option. This code will then take my students directly to this Buncee. Now I'm ready to view my final product. You will notice that if you hover over text on the canvas, a speaker icon appears. Clicking on the icon will activate the Read Aloud function, which provides access to the text for readers of all ability levels.
500 Natural Sciences and Mathematics.
While I will have my students access this series of Buncees through QR codes, I could also share them in Google Classroom or other platforms by clicking on the Share button at the top right of the screen. Finally, I'd like to point out a few features that will support you and your students as you work with Buncee. You may have noticed as I was working that Buncee offers support to their users. By clicking on the Need Help button at the bottom left of the screen, the user can access the Help Center or engage in a live chat. A variety of frequently asked questions, tips, and getting started videos are available to help you and your students use Buncee effectively. Buncee also has a very active blog community where teachers and Buncee ambassadors share ideas to help incorporate Buncee into your instructional tool bag. I hope this overview of Buncee has helped you see how this tool can be used to challenge your students to create and connect with other learners in order to achieve.